their stories, or come on our live feed at any time and tell something that relates to the topic at hand, please feel free to message me. Let me know if you have any stories, topics that I will be doing in the future. Again, message me privately or whatever, text, email. And like I said, just tap in and let me know. I would love to share, and I'm sure other people would love to hear about it. So, this is our first one. This is called Dreams. Um, there are a lot of theories, both scientific and unscientific theories about dreams. And, you know, for many of us, we've all had just some very strange dreams, nightmares. Some people have lucid dreams, and so on and so forth. So I would like to, kind of give my opinion on it and then tell a couple of my own personal stories about dreams. Of course, it's things that are supernatural or the unexplained. So, my stories will have a little twist to it. So, I want to just start off by saying, like, for me, I dream a lot. And guys, feel free to comment if you've ever experienced anything that I talk about within my, my dreams, from my experiences or whatever. So for me, when I dream, my clear. So I want to start off with that. And what I mean by clear, it's hard to explain, but for me, my dreams are never, I guess you could say, clear, like how I can see with my glasses on. My dreams are always blurry. So, like, for someone who has good vision, I guess you get something in your eye, like water, or your eyes get watery. I see that way. Or for people that wear glasses, anytime you take your damn glasses off, that's basically how my dreams are. Um, I can still make out shapes. And usually I have, like, I always, now that I'm older, I'm starting to, like, kind of just say more of a guide. I have a guide with me. So usually that person in my mind, whether it's my own voice or not, that person is kind of giving me the rundown of what's going on in my dreams. Um, so for instance, I might see outlines of people or things, and in my dream, I'd have that person, like, in my ear, that's kind of like telling me, okay, well, you're here, so you're underwater, or you're in a house, or you're in an old house. Like, it just lets me know where I am. And I know that may sound strange, but like I said, this is how I usually dream, so it's not really strange to me, I guess, anymore. It is, but it's not. um like I said, most of my dreams are never clear. They're always blurry. And like I said, the best way I can explain it is, if you wear glasses, you take your glasses off and you're trying to see far, blurry. Or if you cannot see stuff close up, blurry. That's basically, like I said, how I can explain it. Um, and they've always kind of been like that. So I've recently, in the past maybe 3, 4 years, I have now been able to wake myself up out of my dreams, and I find that kind of exciting. It's a little, um, it's exciting to me, because anytime I'm about to have, and it's usually anything that's bad. So anytime I'm about to have a nightmare, I kind of know that I'm going to have a nightmare, and I can wake myself up. And what I mean by wake myself up is, usually I can close my eyes in my dream, and I know how it sounds, but I close my eyes in my dream, and then I literally float up. I usually float up and I'm awake, and I sit there for a little bit, and my bed, and then I go back to sleep, and I'm in a different dream. So I found that very interesting. Like I said, these last couple of years, that I've been able to wake myself up from having certain dreams if I do not want to have them. I cannot always do it. Um, but like I said, for the most part, when I am having any type of nightmares, I can wake myself up out of them. So if anybody else can do that, or know anyone else can do that, or if anyone knows any reason behind that, feel free to, like I said, comment, let me know, message me, email me. I will be very interested to know what the theories are behind someone being able to wake themselves up out of dreams, or how that even could come into play. I know it's a lot of scientific behind it. But you know, like I said, I'm down for the other reasons as well. So I would love to hear it. Getting into my dreams. So I've, of course, I'm, 28, so I've had many dreams in my lifetime. And for a lot of us, dreams that we have, you usually cannot remember, but it's certain ones that that stick out with you. Um, that kind of have you, like, oh, okay, it just stick with you for years. And for me, one of the ones that I feel like stuck with me that I could not remember or contemplate at that time was a um, a dream about me going to heaven. And so when I was younger, maybe 8, 9, 10, between those ranges of 8 to 10, it might have even been 8 to 11. I had a dream about going to heaven. So the best way I can describe it is, you know how in movies how they do the jail scenes and you have the phone and you got the glass, and it was something kind of like that. I didn't see glass, but it was kind of like something blocking me, but I saw the clouds. I felt peaceful. um it was like I was getting an aura of like some pinkish tones, some pinkish yellows. Like I said, I saw the clouds. um it just felt very, something told me that that was heaven. That's just what it was in the dream. And like I said, I was sitting kind of, like I said, it was a divider, so clearly, I was not on the other side, but I was there. And I had the phone, and I was speaking to my dad. And I can't really remember what he was saying, but I remember having a phone. He was talking, and I'm listening to his voice. Mind you, I don't know how his voice sounds, but uh, I'm, he's having, talking to me or whatever. And when I look over, I saw my cousin, little Dave, um, in that dream. And, for years, I could never understand why, I saw my cousin. I'm like, it's no way. Like, why would I have a dream about, little Dave being in there? Like, why would he have a reason to be up there? Like, who could he possibly be talking to? Um, because nobody, I feel like, to me personally, was significant enough for him to be talking to in heaven. But yet, there we were. He was there and I was there. And we were, like I said, talking to somebody, almost like a jail type scene, but in heaven. Um, and then years, have gone by, and we have recently lost my auntie Birdie, who is his grandmother. And, it kind of comes into fruitation for me anyway. Like I said, I could have just been thinking of my cousin. I know many people would be like, well, you probably was just thinking about him and you had a dream about him. But for me, the fact that that dream still sticks with me. And like I said, us being in heaven and speaking to somebody, and seeing my cousin Lil Dave, and just kind of knowing now the place where we're at, and him losing his grandmother and my aunt, it's just kind of like, oh, oh shit, maybe you were um, just kind of tapping into that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, her oldest grandchild, and I'm sure that they had a bond. I know that they had a bond. So, for me, like I said, that was kind of just um wild that I had that dream. And like I said, it always stumped me, even now, that like I always was like, why would I see little Dave? Why would I see my cousin? What could that be? Like, he hasn't lost anybody, not that I know of. Or what could it possibly be? And now I'm kind of putting it together like, oh, very, wow. So I don't know if that's just what that was or not. Um, yeah, that will stick with me because that's probably one of the earliest ones that I can kind of think of where it involves somebody else, and then, like I said, years later, everything kind of come together because at that time it was very, very, very unexplained, and I just could not rationalize why I would have a dream like that. So I don't know. It was just something that really stuck with me, and it definitely will for the rest of my life. I think as long as I can tell my story and I know it's out there, and my story has not changed. It's still the same. So, say anything.
Hmm. That was a good one.
A
I know
good
you.
one and a strange one.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't
I know
know.
you got plenty more, but
Absolutely.
um, I have a couple myself. Um, I'm not gonna touch on the major one just yet. That I want to touch on because I feel like that's a more better one. But I've had a dream where geez, let's see. Um, I can say I had this dream one time as a child when I was younger. I had this dream about I don't know, like some robot grasshopper like thing. Like I don't know what it was. A robot. It was green. It looked like a praying mantis, but it
Mm.
was a robot. But it was big, like human size.
Oh wow.
So, but I remember being in this living room.
Yeah.
I don't know whose living room it is or anything, but whatever. And I would be there with some kids, my nieces, a couple of my nieces one time, and we would be talking and everything. But anytime it would come through, we would get quiet or we would go hide.
Mm. And did
And
you feel fear in
and that's
in
the
in the
that's what I'm
thing?
about to say. We didn't. I didn't feel scared. I
Mm.
didn't feel nervous. I didn't feel like I had to hide. It was like it's just I don't know. Like it didn't feel like it was more comforting to be hidden whenever it came.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I want to say maybe 4 years later, I have the same dream, the same thing happened.
Mm.
As an
Okay.
adult, I've had the same dream twice,
Wow.
and it's always happened the same way. I've been even as, but I've never changed. I'm still an adult. I come in, it would come in. I would be at the table with everybody else that they've gotten older with me,
Oh, okay.
and this whatever it was, green praying man, whatever this thing is, robot thing, it would come in, and we still would get quiet and we would hide. But one part of me want to say it's like a superhero.
Mm.
One part of me want to say it's like the robot. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we hide.
Yeah.
I don't know why we have to be quiet.
And you said you don't feel fear.
I don't feel fear. I don't feel fear or scaredness or nervousness, but we don't want to be seen by it. I don't know if it's just me, like if we're the ones that's hiding because we don't want to scare it.
Mm. That's a way to think about it though. That's a way to think about it.
Or if it's one of them things like how you get those monsters or different things, and then they really don't care about anything. They just like long as you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you.
Mm.
Like I don't know if it's one of them type of things or like
Yeah.
so that's
That's really
but it's been
interesting.
reoccurring. It was a reoccurring
And
dream.
see, that's the thing. Mine was never reoccurring. I had it that one time, and I've never had that dream ever again. So, and that's like I said, another thing for me that I find interesting with that particular heaven dream, because I've never had it again. I never had that dream again. Um, so it's just kind of like to me to still visually, if I close my eyes, to even just still see it, to still see how it looked, to still get that feeling of how I felt, to still see my cousin. I just find that very interesting. Um, but for you to still have the same one,
Yeah, I haven't had it. I want to say maybe about 5 years, maybe.
yeah. But I mean, to
So,
still have that same dream, it's just kind of like wow. You know what I mean?
yep, yep.
So,
So,
like we were saying, dreams are just strange, and we all know that. Um, and like I said, we here to talk about some of the ones that for us were like just unexplained or kind of had like some type of significance. So, our dreams is kind of all over the place. The second dream that I want to talk about, oh my gosh, y'all, I have so many and so many details. Yeah, we gonna do three. That's what we gonna try to always do. At least do three. If it's just us and we don't have any stories from other people to kind of tell, it's always going to be like three stories, 2 or 3 stories from each one of us, or from other people. It might be 3 stories in total, depending on how much information somebody give us about an experience they had. So, I don't know, guys. Like my experiences with my dreams are so erratic. Another thing that I want to say is I've had a couple of dreams where um, I've seen people that have passed over and they do not speak to me. And that's another thing that I want to add. So if anybody has this, let me know. In my dreams, people do not speak. They do not use their mouth. They do not speak. Everybody is, I'm guessing, telepathic. So I've never seen, mind you guys, I told you already that everything is blurry, but no one physically opens their mouths in my dreams. Everybody speaks telepathically. I'm guessing through their mind because I never see their lips move, but yet I know that somebody's saying something or speaking. So if anybody else has an experience with that, I don't know. I know it's weird, but like I said, everybody is different. And my dreams, this is how my dreams have been for as long as I can remember. Um, so above me, seeing my dreams blurry, never seeing them clear. Um, no one speaking, but telepathically. Another thing is, like I said, I have seen a couple of deceased people in my dreams, and a couple of times I have seen them on the other side of like mirrors. So, what I mean by that is like for my auntie, I've seen my aunt Bird, for instance, and in one of them, I just was walking, past a couple stores, and I would see her in the glass, but she would not be on the side where I was. So I don't know how to really take that or interpret it, but I've seen her. She would be, like I said, if I was to look, like just in the apartment stores, or when you walking down the street, like the little buildings that got the little glass doors, I could see her in those, not looking scary. She looked like herself, nothing like whatever. But I would see her, like I said, only through the glass. I could not see her physically on the side of me. She was not with me um, in my dreams. And that's how I've seen a couple of people. I've seen, like I said, my father. I know when I was younger, I remember seeing him at the grocery store, and we were pushing the groceries, and the big lights that they have up there, guys, on the thing how you can kind of just see people in the back. How the grocery store has got the mirrors that go on either side, and you can kind of look up and you can see people on either side at the grocery store. Like I saw him in the grocery store, and he was walking with us and walking behind us or in front of us, but he was not with me at the grocery store. He wasn't walking with my family. He wasn't with my family, but he was in the mirror. So I've had those experiences happen. But anyway, so I guess the second dream that kind of stood out to me, and this is one that I did have reoccurring, was a Bonnie and Clyde type dream. In it, it's almost like a speakeasy. So I've had this dream, and we are, I guess, the first time I had this dream, I was younger. So the male that was with me, I never had like a face to it. Of course,
it's never a face.
It was never a face.
It's never a face.
But I didn't get any like feelings off of it. I'm guessing we were partners, and that's what I felt the first dream that I ever had. But I had this dream, like I said, younger me. So, but in it, we going down like into a bar type thing, a speakeasy. I'm guessing that's what they would call it. I see the old cars, the long, they black. Old cars. The cars that's in the movies, and I'm there. I'm in this dream, and we going down there, but there's something go wrong, and I don't really know what it was, but I ended up running out of it, to speak easy or whatever. And I'm with this guy, and we kind of driving, but as we driving, people are like shooting back and forth. And I've had that dream a couple of times, and then the most recent time I did happen as an adult, and he was actually with me this time. So I kind of thought that that was kind of nice, that it finally put like a face to my person.
You always just needed that face.
Um, and like I said, mind you, I never really saw his face, but the person that give me all my information when I enter a dream, whoever that person is, they kind of told me that that was my husband. So I kind of thought that one was nice. But that was kind of one that's not really like a supernatural type thing, but it was just kind of like a awe type moment, like, oh, Bonnie and Clyde type moment. I just thought that was nice. And like I said, that was one that was reoccurring. I don't really watch movies like that, so I kind of thought that that was still different. I don't know if it could be a past life me. I don't know, but definitely was badass. Like I said, we were definitely shooting out of a car. People were chasing us for sure, and like I said, I have no idea what went wrong in it. But yeah, it was nice to kind of get some closure with that one. But I have not had that recently, probably in the last maybe 2-3 years. But that was just one that I just thought was interesting because, like I said, I'm not old timey, but I just thought it was just a nice change of scenery from what I was used to having dreams about.
That's awesome.
I guess so. It's weird, but yeah.
um. Oof. I thought of a few dreams. Um. And I forgot them just that quick.
It's okay. Take your time.
Well, you got anything else to add on while I sit here and think about my other dream?
Sure. I mean, if you don't want me doing my last one, I could do my last one.
Go ahead. I'll do my last two.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, y'all. My dreams are just, when I say crazy, I got so many that
I got so wrapped up in, like, I was sitting here literally listening and visualing and visualizing
it was a crazy dream.
I got caught up in it because I'm like, damn, this shit.
No,
and you tell me that
and I've told you that. I told you that a couple of times. Absolutely. I have, like I said, some strange dreams, y'all. I've had dreams about pretty much everything under the sun. I kid you not. Let's see. The last one I think I kind of want to touch on, I guess. For me, I think would pretty much be like, I mean, oh my gosh, I got so many. It's just crazy. I don't know. Dreams is just, they just something else. Like, it's just so hard to just choose just one, or two or three, because it's so many that you have. I can say that these last couple of dreams that I've had, that I've been talking to one of my friends about, it's just me saying a prayer. So I'm a religious person. I'm not too religious, but a couple of dreams that I've had these past 2 years, that are like a way more frequent, is me encountering, I guess, demons, quote unquote. Um, and in them,
man,
I could see like a couple. I could just be doing random stuff. Like in one, I don't know if you've ever watched like movies that got like these, like Harry Potter. If anybody ever seen that school had a long hallways, or any movie where you've seen a boarding school type thing. So you know how they got the hallways and they be long, and you got the brown setting because, like I said, it's a boarding school type thing. So I was in one of those before, and I was walking down, peaceful, everything was good, normal people around, and then all of a sudden my dream started to get dark, and I'm seeing darkness close up on me in this dream. And now that I think about it, strangely, my God was not there to tell me nothing about the start of that dream. Like the person that used to be in my head didn't tell me nothing.
Like your guardian.
Then the person finally, and usually when, and you know what? Now that I think about that, y'all, anytime that I have a dream like that where I can wake myself up, that person is not there. I literally can hear myself, and that's how I'm able to wake up myself. If the person in my head is telling me about a dream, I usually have to sit through that dream. and I cannot wake myself up. But if that person is not there, I'm physically, to me, I feel like I'm physically there and I have to get myself out of it. Like I have, the person's not there. The person, my God, myself, I'm not there. So, um, and in this one, I guess now that I think about it, the first one that I could really remember, um, that person wasn't there. They didn't tell me about the dream because, like I said, I was in a fucking boarding school, so I don't know how I got there. But anyway, so if you could just imagine having a normal dream and then how they do in scary movies when everything started to get black and it started to get shorter and shorter, black, shorter, 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 and something in me panicked. I got to get out of there. I couldn't get out of there though. Like I couldn't bring myself to wake myself up, but I knew like, okay, this is scary. Like these is something. It's something is wrong. Like I got the feeling like if they were to touch me, it's going to be a problem. Period. Like it's going to be an issue. So I started saying the prayer. Our Father. You know, um, and I just kept saying it and I kept repeating it. But I felt them getting closer to me. So I stumbled a little bit. And then I just broke through and I kept saying it and I kept repeating it as much as I could remember. And I'm saying it fast and I'm saying it quick. And I'm getting through this prayer. And then it was like something just burst through me. And I'm like, get away from me. And I'm yelling it like drastically, very dramatic, like you see in the movies. Like I'm yelling it.
Get
and
the fuck away from me.
That's pretty much how it really was. Like I really was like that in my dream. Like and then I seen like some light and I was awake. So it was very to me. I had, like I said, and I've seen these demons a couple of times. I actually saw a shadow person in the dream. Never saw a shadow person in a dream before, so that was kind of different. I had a friend, that a coworker that I work with, passed away a couple of years ago. I think going on 2 years now.
Yep.
Two, 3 years. And so I saw her in a dream, and we were back in the classroom where we kind of worked at, and the setting was different. But I seen her, and she was sitting at one of the kids' desks, and she turned to me, and she had said something like, was telling me, "You got a something," and it drowned out. I couldn't really hear. But in the back of her, when I turned like this, it was just a person, a figure in all black that was just kind of back there. Didn't move towards me, didn't do anything, but I didn't feel safe there. So I kind of just kind of got myself out of there. And I hate that I rushed out of the dream because I really would have, it kind of took away from what she was saying. So whatever message she was trying to give me, um, if it was her really trying to connect with me through dream, I missed it. So kind of disappointed in that because I know it was something that occurred and she just looked so happy, so peaceful, so enlightened. And I know whatever she had because she was smiling when she was kind of saying it. So it was just kind of taken up by that negative that was just there. And like I said, I could have manifested it. I could have thought of that just because something in me probably just didn't want to hear what she had to say at that point. Or I brought that up so that I couldn't hear the positive because I'm seeing her. But I was very happy to see her. So love her dearly, miss her dearly.
Yes.
And but yeah, so these, like I said, these last couple of dreams that I've been having lately have been me kind of seeing demons, saying the Lord's Prayer, and kind of just ratifying them out. Like I'm literally ghost hunting in my dreams.
You Castiel from Supernatural now?
I don't know, but I definitely cast them out though, you know. So that was, it's just weird that I'm having that. And like I said, out of all the prayers that I could possibly think of, it's always that one.
Well, that's like the main prayer.
And you said that, but my thing is, anything. I'm not a very pray type person, but somehow in my conscious mind, I remember that one, and that one kind of keep anything dark that I'm about to see or witness. It helps me wake up out of my dreams, or it gets them things back from me. So I haven't really had any like nightmares for a long time, a while.
Yeah.
and I'm happy.
Well, um, the last really bad dream I had was a while ago. I mean, for me to remember.
Hmm.
Um, the dream I remember kind of like your dream. I was I guess a cornfield.
Mm.
I want to say I don't know.
Oh my
It
gosh, our
looked like
children of the
wheat
corn, y'all.
or corn, wheat or corn. It was just a bunch of tall brown grass,
Yeah.
and for some reason I knew where I was at,
Mm.
and I was walking through, and it was a house out there. I got to this house. I went through this house.
Hmm.
When I got in the house, I was looking for somebody. I said, "Hello, hello, where are you?" Um, I went in the basement, and when I went in the basement, it was some guy down there, and I don't know what he was doing. I just seen him like crouched over in the corner. So I went out and I went to the door. I pulled the key out of my pocket. How I had a key to this house, I have no clue.
Mm.
I opened up the door, and when I went to go turn the knob, it didn't open. It was still stuck. So I locked it, unlocked it, went open, locked it, unlocked it. I couldn't open it.
Wow.
So I hear and I swear I felt these footsteps. I don't know if I just like felt myself turning to something, or maybe my mom came in the room and did. But I thought I felt like I was in and out this dream,
Mm.
and I felt like footsteps coming, just boom, 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 and the door would not open. I just kept locking and unlocking. It won't open. Locking, unlocking, wouldn't open. So by the time the footsteps stopped, the door opened. I ran outside, and I was in the city.
Mm.
I was in the city. Don't know what city this is. I was in the city. And I just remember yelling like, somebody trying to kill me. Somebody trying to kill me. Help, help. But nobody heard me. Everybody just kept walking by. Everybody just kept moving, but they looked like blurs.
Mm.
Like I don't know, like how they do like the fast screenshots of a downtown area or a city, something like that.
Yeah.
That's how it looked in that dream. Like everything was just a
That's
blur.
how I see people every day in
And
my
I just
dreams.
kept
So.
saying, somebody trying to kill me, somebody trying to kill me, help, 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 somebody trying to kill me.
Mm.
And when I turned around, the house and shit was gone, and I finally woke up. That was the weirdest fucking dream I had, and
Wow.
I
Do you
never,
remember watching anything around that time that you could have possibly
I,
maybe you watched something and then
I
what
don't
do
know,
you?
probably. That time I was watching a lot of Ghost Adventures,
Okay.
um, Resident Evil games,
Mm.
stuff like that. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
um, this next dream was kind of fucked up for me. I'm gonna just say, first off, I can't swim for shit.
Oh,
You know that I can't swim
man.
for shit. So
I wish they would pass on. Y'all gotta excuse us. These people. Hmm.
in this dream, I was on a boat, and on this, I was tied up like behind my back and my feet, and there was this tall thing. I want to say maybe 7, 8 feet. It had the face of a pig, but a snout like an elephant.
Mm.
And this thing just kept telling me, you killed your grandparents. You're the reason why your grandparents died. You're the fucked up one. You deserve to die.
All this
You no
negative
longer, it
stuff.
was telling me
Wow.
everything. Like it was just kept basically saying that I'm the reason why people around me die, hate me,
Mm.
or
A lot of just negative stuff.
yeah.
That's just sad.
And it did this scream. I don't know, it just screamed. And it threw me off the boat into the water, and I just kept yelling, "I can't swim! I can't swim! I'm sorry, I can't swim!" And I just kept sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking.
Hmm.
And when I woke up, because I must have been crying in my dream. When I woke up, my pillow was wet. I was wet. And I almost thought that I was really fucking drowning. I went in the bathroom and I stayed in the bathroom for a good like 40 minutes just
Trying to get
figure
your
out
shit together and
because
figure that out.
it felt so real.
Mm-hmm.
It felt so. I've never had a dream feel so real. Even the dream I just said about the guy coming, the praying man, whatever the fuck that thing, robot thing is.
Yeah.
It felt more real than that. It didn't occur and everything, and I thank God it's not. But it felt so real that I can say that it kind of like traumatized me
Wow.
because I remember that dream
So
and
vivid.
yeah, and I was kind of scared to go to sleep for a while. I think we even kind of had a little disagreement because I was on edge just because I couldn't even sleep that much and I was just so fucking snappy. So that dream really that was one of the first times I ever had a dream that felt terrifying like that. Like I've had nightmares and stuff. Like I guarantee I had nightmares like running from people or
Of
shit
course.
like that or being killed, pushed off ledges and like I've had a dream I was running and I uh through the Grand Canyon. I was riding with my grandfather and my brother-in-law,
Wow.
and we was going to help them move. And I remember having this dream about running through the Grand Canyon. Don't know why I was running through the Grand Canyon,
Mm.
and I fell off the cliff. And I remember falling. I just remember jumping up. Like you know how you have one of them dreams, like if you fall off the tall building, how you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it was more traumatizing than one of them dreams, and I've like it really
Wow.
scared me. But it also kind of made me learn a lot more about a lot of spiritual things. Like I started to look up a lot more about dream demons or demons that enter dreams or
Absolutely.
that might cause people to go crazy or have suicide from dreams or just stuff like that. Because I
Very,
don't know
very
what it wanted
negative.
from me because it was very, very negative. And
Mm.
the boat, it was like one of them small, like wooden boats that somebody probably
The little
built.
canoe boats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like somebody probably built themselves. It was foggy, it was dark, and it was just gray. Everything was gray. I don't
Mm.
even know if we was in the woods. I don't know if we was just out in the middle of the ocean. I just know it was just gray all around me.
Wow.
So that was terrifying.
Oh, I'm sorry about your experience. I remember when you told me a couple of years back, and I still was kind of shocked about it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, we should definitely look into it," because
Yeah, cause I just cause like the thing like I
I thought
could
that was
remember
strange.
I like remember I was like maybe well or if anybody else out there that see this podcast that know about a demon or anything like that. What just happened? The Facebook live just ended.
Mm. But we
Uh
still going live on here.
yeah, our Facebook live has ended, but
But anyway, strange. But anyway,
that's real
so
strange.
like he was about to finish up.
If anybody
Anybody
out there that know anything about a demon, maybe or
or
anything
just
like that,
anything and cultural, anything
yeah,
that you guys
because
could think of that looks like that, let us
it
know.
was between 7 to 8 feet fucking
It's not on
tall.
no more.
I know between 7 and 8 feet fucking tall. It had the face of a pig. I kid you not, of a real pig, but it had the snout of an elephant.
Mm, weird. That's strange. I do appreciate everybody who was going to watch this. Thank you guys for joining me and Mr. Chapman for Late Night Chills. Um, I want to try to do this every 2 weeks on a Friday.
That's fine.
Stay tuned for the next episode. I think our next episode will probably be
Maybe seeing paranormal.
we can do some unexplained. We can start going into some unexplained stories. So it may
Yeah.
be some more dreams and maybe like I said, but these are real accounts, guys. Real accounts told, I guess, firsthand to us that we're going to retell for people. So some names may be changed. Locations, if I wanted to drop that, if they allow it. You may have a real location. Some locations may be changed. Whatever the
Yep.
case is, to protect those people. Or I might not give out a name at all, and I might just retell the story. But like I said, this is an open platform. It's a safe platform, and like I said, whether somebody believes it or not, it's the point of you guys experienced it, I experienced it, my husband experienced it,
Yeah.
whomever is telling the story.
We know
um
things unexplained and paranormal is out there.
Absolutely. And everybody have experiences, and it's the point of everybody else can do it, and I watch other, channels do it, and I just, I find it cool. So I want to, me and my husband have our time. That I enjoy this. So I look forward to doing another late night chill with you guys.
Yep.
See you.
We will see you. If you have any stories of yourself you want to send us to tell or feel comfortable with sharing to be on the podcast or live stream, whatever you want to call this, just send us a message through the YouTube or just leave it in the comment section.
Absolutely. And you guys, we also go live on Facebook. So if you wanted to just tell your own story in your own words, that's fine as well. You can join us, message yourself in, and we can let you tell your story firsthand yourself. So either way is fine with us. But we look forward to hearing stories and just really bonding and creating a good community, a safe community, for everybody that wants to be involved. And like I said, have a good night. Have a blessed one, a safe one. Um, Enjoy, guys. See you.
Chapman's out.
Yes.